It's like, for a second, I thought it was one of the power things, because I'm not gonna lie, I never wanted to do power. I wanted my first drug thing story to be a true story.
Did you get BMF? How was that situation?
That was fire. That was actually during the pandemic. So like, I was fortunate enough. Again, man, I hate to keep saying God, but bro, it's the truth.
Don't ever hate to say
like,
me.
I don't want to be that person, but like, God's timing is crazy. So like, right before the pandemic, we was blowing up on All American, and then when the pandemic hit, All American got way bigger. Like, it was like the biggest show in the world, because everyone's sitting their ass at home. So we got so famous that it was unprecedented. Like, it was like they was gonna cancel the show on CW, and Netflix made this show like just a household name. Wow. And in doing that, I had like 3 different offers for different shows, and I saw BMF coming. I was like 50 Cent. I was like, oh snap, this is fire. But I was like, for a second, I thought it was one of the power things, because I'm not gonna lie, I never wanted to do power. I never, only because it's like, I feel like I wanted my first drug thing story to be a true story. Like, I didn't want to just do it just to do it, because when you're doing it, and no shade to anybody that do it, the little power boys, Michael and Gianni, them, I love them.
Little power boys.
I love them. They cool as hell. Like, they little in stature and just everything.
Jesus.
But nah, not just that. But I was just like, if I'm gonna do that, like, it would be fire if it's like a true story, you know. And I was like, yo, this is 2 brothers that ran one of the largest domestic drug distributions in the history of this country, and I was like, bro, this is crazy. And then I did an audition, and they knew who I was, and I 50 watched the show All American, the showrunner, a lot of producers, and it was like one audition that I tested, and I was reading alongside Lil Meech, and it was like, bro, like, you know, you bring something out of him that's da-da-da-da, whatever, and I booked it, and I was like, bro, and I actually went out for B. Mickey and Terry.
Wow.
Yeah, so I really,
Did you ever sit with T?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's a real dude, man. He's a solid guy, you know, and he's like an oracle. He's just like this wise OG that just sit back, you know, and then just he narrate from his perspective, but he try not to get in the way. And honestly, one of the greatest compliments he gave me was when he was just like, bro, the way you're portraying this character is fire, and even off screen, it's like when people see you, they see me, and everything that you're doing. It's such a great representation of me, and I just want to say thank you. And I'm like, to me, that was like an Emmy. You know, like, forget what the critics got to say. Like, the man that I'm portraying is like saying thank you, and you're doing a hell of a job. I'm like, bro, that's crazy.
Let me ask a question, because, you know, it is based on a true story, but you talk about the negative images of black people. BMF was, you know, huge drug dealer. So how do you, you know, justify playing that role?
Right, no, which is a great question, because I've been asked that before. This interviewer said the same thing, and I was just like, okay. And it was like, how do you feel that you're promoting that and you're perpetuating this image? I was like, well, if you watch an A24 or a Blumhouse film or anything like that, or like a Scream, and somebody's like stabbing someone 57,000 times, do you think that I'm gonna go stab someone 57,000 times? No, and if that's what you're thinking, you probably shouldn't watch TV, right? So what I'm doing is like, I feel like, 1, you should receive it in the same manner that it's art, but 2, is a true story. And it's a true story about black people that was part of one of the most successful human trafficking in the history of the world. The transatlantic slave trade was one of the most successful human trafficking. Actually, it probably is. It's actually, So you got these 2 brothers in when slavery was abolished and all this stuff was happening. Now you got these brothers in the middle of nowhere. Everybody know poverty is the mother of all crime. They know, statistics show it. Benjamin Franklin said it. All the founding fathers know. That's why systemically they put these things in a certain position just for you to fail, right? And you got these brothers that rose out of that created this organization and ran this organization that they ran. And I just asked people, I challenged them to be like, imagine if they had a better environment. That would have been Steve Jobs. That could have been the Wright brothers. That could have been Elon Musk and them. That could have been, you know, to have that courage and to lead that many men to really listen to you and follow you and salute to you in what you're doing.
Especially niggas.
Right, exactly. Exactly. And something illegal too, because you know, if we doing something illegal together, I don't really gotta listen to you, because I can tell the cops on you at any moment. But they had, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro,
they had a cold.
Bro, that's crazy. So I just challenge people to look at it from that perspective and be like, damn, like, we're a product of, you know, I still think we live in a great country, but, you know, the founding fathers of this country built it on a certain playing field, and you got brothers that rose out at a time that there wasn't positive influences at all. So I think if they were born in different times of better influences, they would have been scientists. They would have been anything else.